Once you've connected to OpenAI, then we're ready to set up other parts of the plugin. If you want to use virtual tutors or the AI-powered conversations, then what you'll need to do is set up an assistant. Think of assistants as AI-powered personas. You can give them specific instructions on how they should talk and behave. And you can also upload files to give them specific knowledge. So if you wanted them to be an expert on something, then you could upload any documents that would support their knowledge, and then they would be able to use that within any responses that they give. To create a new assistant, we can head to the Assistants tab and then just click on Add New Assistant. Firstly, we're going to give this assistant a name here, and I'm just going to call this one Elizabeth. We're able to choose which OpenAI model this assistant would use. By default, it will use whatever's set in the main settings. But if you wanted this particular assistant to work in a slightly different way, then you do have the option of selecting any of the other models to be able to choose from here. I'm just going to leave this as the global setting for now. If you do want to have an internal sense of version control, if you make any changes over time, then you can use this field here. So I might say that's version 1, and then I'll know internally if I do make any changes, I can make that as 1.1, for example. But this is an entirely optional field. We now need to provide some instructions to say how this assistant should behave. And you can be as detailed as you like with this. I'm just going to put something fairly simple in here. What I'm going to do is create an assistant who's an expert in a particular field. In this case, the Slinky innovation cycle. And the assistant is going to be able to answer questions that the user may have about it. I'm just going to get it to avoid answering any questions that don't relate to business or the Slinky innovation cycle, just so that the assistant isn't dragged off track and getting involved in any conversations that it shouldn't be. So these are some small guardrails we're putting in place. And we can now provide a knowledge base for this assistant. So we can give it files that will help it understand the Slinky innovation cycle in this case. So what I'm going to do in this instance is click Enabled to enable file search. And what we do is we store these files in what's called a vector store. Now these files will be stored within the OpenAI platform so that it's not having to constantly retrieve them from our own website here. So I'm just going to click Create Vector Store. What that will do is automatically populate this ID here, and we don't need to worry about that, but we'll just leave that as it is. And from here, we can add files from our own WordPress media library. I'm just going to upload a couple of PDF files here about the Slinky innovation cycle. So the first one here is a guide on the Slinky innovation cycle. So I'm just going to add that first, and it says uploading to OpenAI. And once that's added, I'm just going to add the second file, which is a framework that is used as part of this. And we can see that those files have now uploaded. So they've been given this file name, which is how OpenAI would reference them. And if we want to remove them, we can simply use the buttons here to delete them too. And if we wanted to come back to this later down the line, we can add further files if we need to from here. Once we've created our assistant and added these files, we can scroll down and save changes. And we now have our assistant set up, and they'll be available to use within AI-powered conversations and AI virtual tutors. In the next video, we'll take a look at AI-powered conversations and how we can use these assistants within realistic simulations.